Hello and welcome back. I hope everybody is doing great. So today we were discussing about our topic of discussion is managing careers. We have already discussed that what is career, career management, career development, career planning. When we then we discussed about different roles, who is responsible, finding your right mentor, what is your employer's role, and some initiatives by your organizations. So today, and we are going to discuss how you are supposed to manage your promotion and who is responsible for that. So number one, making promotion decisions. So basically there are four decisions that needs to be kept in mind. Number one is seniority versus competence. In today's world, if we talk about, so competence is having a much higher value than your seniority. Seniority has nothing to do with the competence. If you are competitive enough, definitely your competence would be more high. In terms of like how should we measure it, definitely everyone, if we talk about अगर मैं promotion की बात करूँ, so everybody wants a promotion, they crave for promotion, they want for maybe an extra pay. Definitely उसके साथ आपकी responsibilities ही बढ़ती हैं, job satisfaction भी बढ़ता है आपका क्योंकि आपको promotion मिल रहा होता है. सो समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि अनफेयरनेस कोई हो जाए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, आपका जो मैनेजर है या कोई सिक्रेसी या आर्बिट्रेरीनेस ने की वजह से देयर आर प्रॉब्लम्स इन दैट, बट स्टिल दीज आर फ्यू ऑफ द डिसीजन दैट नीड्स टू बी मेड. Regarding this decision number two, how should we measure competence? There is a principle called Peter principle. So what is this principle? I expect my students to search for that, and the class I'm going to discuss, and the person who is able to answer me would be getting an extra marks on this. So so you need to search what is Peter principle. So coming on to our third point, is the process formal or informal? In some of the organizations, promotion decisions are very formal. They have a very strict hierarchy. They have a strict procedure. You need to maybe, sometimes there is a board as well. Sometimes there is an interview as well, promotion interviews. And then there is a procedure that either you're eligible for that or not. Sometimes it can be very informal as well because people say they are well aware, they know about you, they know about your work. So it depends at how they are going to go with that. Promotional decisions, either vertical, horizontal, or others. Through this, when we talk about vertical, so definitely there is a increase in the promotion. This is basically अगर हम इसको करें job enrichment. Horizontal is basically job enlargement, that we are adding more responsibilities but on the same title. Maybe अगर मैं बात करूं आजकल COVID में, we could not give you a raise or in the salary or a promotion. So what maybe we can add some other benefits or some maybe change the designation. So it depends at how they are going to see the promotion. So from organization to organization, it varies that either they are going for enrichment or enlargement. Okay, another very interesting thing in your this career development or management is transfer. That how you are supposed to manage the transfers. Sometimes it's desirable, like employee want to have the transfer for that personal enrichment and growth, to have more idea that what other departments are doing. So to explore and having a more enriched idea, that person would like to have a transfer or a rotation. Sometimes some people say it's for me it's more convenient, maybe for the hours, maybe the location is more close to my home. So whatever the reasons, that's why people take transfers. Another one thing would be possibilities, like advancement possibilities are much there. You have more enhancement, or your career enhancement goals would be much there, so you want to have a transfer. Sometimes it's vice versa or opposite as well. The employer wants to transfer you because maybe your position is no more needed, or it's available, or there is another person to fill your position. Or sometimes being an employee, there's a to find a better fit for employee within the firm. Like we are transferring from one department to another, transfer within the organization, या within the department, so they can see that who is the best fit. Sometimes by having the same position or the same designations, your productivity become very, if I say, you become very stagnant. To boost your productivity, they give you this transfer. Okay, maybe you are not performing well in this, so we give you another chance and you can show that maybe you are well over there. So they try to give you another chance, or by having this by boosting your productivity, by giving you another role. Okay, now enhancing diversity through career management. Now, what we talk when we call diversity, now people having different diverse background, or people who are from different, maybe in terms of like if we divide uh, gender, then age, maybe sometimes your sect, maybe sometimes your ethnicity. So this is basically how we divide diversity, like how diverse your workforce is. Like कहाँ से है क्या है what are the orientations, what are the backgrounds you need to see. So how one can enhance through that. Number one, you need to see that you are not having any biasness or discrimination in terms of your promotions. That whatever you're offering, it should be available to everyone. It should not be कि किसी एक को हम दे रहे हैं but बाकियों को नहीं दे रहे. So it should not be this practice. If we talk about the first point, having few people of color employed in the hiring department. Right now, if we say, usually in our country, this is not the thing, but still like white versus black, if this is the thing, you need to avoid this discrimination. We should not be biased in this. Old boy network, sometimes organizations में बहुत दफा क्योंकि as we say कि men's are more easily talked to, or they are easily available for networking, or उनका maybe informal बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं, तो maybe they are having a more chance. So this old boy network should be avoided, and it should not be done, because friendship is nothing to do with the career enhancement. Lack of women mentor, both of organizations में woman to woman, like there is no one to guide, there no one to counsel. So you need to see that if a lady or a woman wants some issue or is having a problem, there should be a person who should be mentoring that person. Then we have glass ceiling effect. What is glass ceiling? Now, glass ceiling effect is basically when in the women we don't allow them to have the advancement, and they are having this effect or this discrimination that they can't join in the executive or top positions. So this is basically कि वो top positions को they can't join, or they can't be part of that. So this is like a barrier to them in terms of like किसी भी वजह से आप उनको criticize कर रहे हो, और आप उनको ये चीज़ नहीं अवेलेबल दे रही है ना, उनको आप ये अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं दे रहे. Also, this can be sometimes racial, मैंने कहा ethnicity, racial backgrounds की वजह से भी companies have this biasness and discrimination. Inflexible organization. Now, what are inflexible organizations? Sometimes organizations does not have a proper system in which they can tell their employee that what is the right perspective, what is the right method through which they can have this, or they can decide for the organization. और समटाइम्स बहुत दफ़ा होता है कि हम डिसीजन मेकिंग में हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज़ वेरी इनफ्लेक्सिबल. दे कुड नॉट डिसाइड कि क्या चल रहा है, कैसे करना है. दे कुड नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड टू द एनवायरनमेंट, टू द एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस. और इससे क्या होता है कि बाकी लोग आपके से एडवांटेज लेने जाते हैं, बट आप एडवांटेज नहीं ले सकते, तो यू कुड नॉट वर्क विद दैट. And also you need to have a track on your career tracks. So this is also again you need to see that who is eligible for the position, either it's a male or a female. Regardless of their gender, we need to see whoever is actually good enough, or is having a better fit, that person should be given the promotion. Okay, now these are few of the things that how women and minorities would be given this prospects. Number one, eliminate all the institutional barriers. Whatever institutional barriers you're having in your organization, you need to remove. Improve their networking and mentoring, eliminate this glass ceiling effect, they can't go to high positions and management positions, and having a flexible schedule and career track, you need to have this. Because when talking about women or minority, you need to see all these areas so that they can also work well, or they can also add value towards the organization. Then comes career management and employee commitment, new psychological contract. If we talk about एक contract था जो पहले हमेशा सारी दुनिया मतलब सारी लोग अभी तक यही follow करते आ रहे थे. Do your best and be loyal to us and we will take care of your career. सो ये ओल्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था एचआर वाले, या आप जो एक साइकोलॉजिकल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर लेते थे, आपका जो इमीडिएट बॉस आपको कहता है बस हमारे साथ लॉयल हो जाओ और फिर हम देखना तुम्हारे साथ तुम्हारे करियर को हम किस तरह लेके चलते हैं. But the new contract say, do your best for us and be loyal to us. For as long as you are here, we'll provide you with the development opportunities you will need to move on and have a successful career. Now, it's something that's more reliable. Till the time you are with us, till the time you are on board, we are going to facilitate you. We are going to provide you different opportunities for development. And we'll also try to help you when you are having or you want to move on or you have want to have a better career path, we will try to facilitate you. So this is how new psychological contact of if we talk about in today's world, अगर मैं बात करूं आजकल वाकई में अगर मैं कहूं, if we talk about 2020 or HR जो हमारी policies या practices के through, we say that it's the employee who is responsible for the career development. Your immediate boss or organization is also responsible, but to an extent, it's you who will be thinking, who will be having the idea, who should be focused, who should be having this aspiration कि मुझे वाकई कुछ करना है, मुझे आगे जाना है. So that you are the right person to track your progress, track your strengths, to track your weaknesses, and then how you are going to counter or how you are going to work on that. It's definitely you. Then comes employee commitment towards your career management. So basically, these are different programs run by organizations. Sometimes they are having different programs related to अगर आपको जैसे हमने कहा सॉफ्ट स्किल्स हैं तो दे मे बी हैविंग सम स्किल असेसमेंट प्रोग्राम्स हो सकते हैं, आपको सिखाएं जिस तरह ऑनलाइन जो हमने बात की थी अपने ट्रेनिंग्स में ऑन साइट एंड ऑफ साइट, ऑन जिस तरह ऑन द जॉब और ऑफ द जॉब हमारे पास प्रोग्राम्स हैं. समटाइम जिस तरह हमने पहले का करियर ओरिएंटेड अप्रेजल के थ्रू आपको अप्रेज करें, बताएं एम्प्लॉय की परफॉर्मेंस कैसी है, आपको कहाँ इंप्रूवमेंट की ज़रूरत है, सो दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो ट्रैक एंड प्रोग्रेस एंड keep an eye on your plan that either you are working well or not. Then comes another stage that is of your retirement. So now the stage of retirement has come. Like there, that's like one of the point that one maybe is going to give up, or sometimes there is a कुछ लोग कुछ और करना चाहेंगे. If you are doing your work as a manager, maybe you can go for consultancy, maybe teaching, whatsoever. Also look different, maybe counseling, maybe a mentor, maybe career coach. So this is the time you need to decide that what is. So basically ज़्यादातर organization में 60, ज़्यादा हमारे यहाँ पे government में भी और बाकी 60 is the deadline, that's the age. So how organization is going to help you in that? There are different practices, pre-retirement practices. They explain you social security benefits. They also counsel you that how you can enjoy your leisure time. Sometimes they counsel you through your financial investment counseling, health counseling, psychological organizations. Good organizations also help their employees that if they want to have a second career at that stage because they are the bread earners, then how we are going to facilitate. Maybe they are going to recommend, maybe they also hire you internally as a counselor, maybe a consultant, that you being because you have served us for this particular year, maybe 20 or 30 or 40 years. So now you are our consultants, and externally you will providers consultancy. So these are the things organizations provide for their pre-retirement plans. All right, so these are a few of the stages, 7 stages one needs to identify. If we start with number one, growth stage. हम जब बच्चा बड़ा होता है, like पैदाइश से लेके till 14 years, he is that person who is in the growth phase. Then there comes a stage of exploration, like for 15 to 24 you're exploring that what I want to achieve, what are my goals, what I want to do. फिर उसके बाद 24 से 44, इसमें अगर हम कहें एस्टेब्लिशमेंट फेज में, there are 3 stages. Number one is trial substage. A person is trying, maybe switching career, maybe seeing क्या करना है. Then comes a stabilization substage that I am having कि fine ठीक है मैं ये कर रही हूँ, मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ, I'm fine and I'm stable with that. Also this stage comes with mid career crisis substage because whatever you are doing, you are going to have a realization कि यार वाकई जो मैं अपने जो मैं चाहता था, जो goals थे मेरे, either they are aligned with that or not. Either my whole this journey, whatever I have achieved, either that is matching with my right now plans. So I am going to have a reassessment of my all progress related to my original ambitions and goal. I'm going to reassess, I'm going to reevaluate कि यार मैंने अभी तक जो किया है. Either that's the thing. So basically, it's your mid 30s and 40s. That's your mid crisis, career crisis stage. Lastly, you have a maintenance stage. You would like to maintain whatever you are going through. That I would like to have this or whatever career I have chosen. मैं इस career के साथ आगे जाना चाहूँगा. Majority of times people don't want to switch at this age because they want to have a stability, they want to have whatever they are trying to do, they want to have this so that they are good at that, or they want to have a maintenance. जैसे कहते हैं ना, एक हम maturity पे we don't have want to like हम उसको ज़्यादा changes नहीं करते. It depends, होता भी है, लोग छोटे चेंज स्टेज पे भी करते हैं, but they are very less number in that, or very few people. And then lastly, there is a decline stage when the person is not able to work. Maybe you are not able to work on the job, like 9 to 5 की हम नौकरी नहीं कर सकते, but you have other options in life. Maybe you want, you are either you are doing a business, so you can be part of that, or जिसने मैंने कहा counseling करो, or at that stage some people try to give something back to the society, to their to their people. So this is one of the thing, you can also be part of that, because if you are not well to work 9 to 5 or to run a business. All right, then we have, so how you identify your occupational orientation, like कि आपके अंदर कौन सी orientation, like मैं किस किस्म का, I am human being, what are my interests. So these are few of the things that actually that makes you realize. Realistic orientation, अगर आपको physical activity करने का शौक है, farming, forestry is the right field for you. If you have a investigative orientation, thinking, organizing, understanding, so maybe you want to be a professor or a biologist. Social orientation, interpersonal rather than intellectual skills, and social worker या psychologist आपका ज़्यादा अच्छी field है आपके लिए. If you are having a very conventional orientation, so you can be a banker, accountant. There are other fields as well. This is for just for example I have mentioned. If you have an enterprising orientation, so you influence other like lawyers, PRs, executives, so this is the right field for you. Lastly, if you are having a very artistic orientation, so you can be artist, musician. So these are the fields where you can express yourself. So first of all, you need to identify your occupational orientation. Like मेरा interest किस तरफ है, मेरी क्या skills हैं, what I am inclined towards. So that's how, जो वही बात है, अपने शौक से कोई काम करोगे, अपने मतलब का कोई काम करोगे, तो definitely you are going to excel in that. So you have to identify what are your orientation. So these are few of the types of orientation, जिसमें मैंने एग्जांपल दे के अगर आपने कौन सी थीम में अगर आपने जाना है तो आप उसको अपने आप को you can analyze on these few of the things. Okay, now there comes a phase that you need to identify your career anchor. कि मैंने अगर कहीं कोई करना है तो मैंने उसको anchor कर लेना, like I need to like start with that and I am not going to give up on this. Like for example, if I take my example, if I'm doing if I'm in teaching, so I need to be having a career anchor in this case. Whatever I'm doing, I am going to continue with that. I'm going to put an extra effort, and maybe I'm going to enhance my knowledge and this expertise. I'm going to have trainings and sessions, and so whatever is it will be aligned with that. Also, I am a counselor, so I will be more into this career advising and counselings. So I have to be having this thing that I am not going to give up. Then there are some typical career anchors types. Number one is technical versus functional competence. That what type of competency you are having, either technical or functional. You need to see that at what side of career you are good at. Some people are good at technical side, some people are good at this functional side. So they need to decide okay, how and what thing is better for me. If it's technical, so definitely you want to have things that are more challenging, that are more into this हाई लेवल पे अगर मैं देखूँ आपकी स्किल्स की जो नीड्स होगी वो डेफिनेटली थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट होगी. देन कम जर्नल मैनेजमेंट की अगर हम बात करें जर्नल मैनेजमेंट इफ यू वांट टू हैव अ करियर एंकर इन दैट so definitely you want to work with the maybe organizations your ambitions would be different अगर आप हाई मैनेजर रोल पे जाओ मेरे ख्याल से या तो मैं और किस तरह का काम करूं so this is something that can be done then comes autonomy or creativity and independence. If you talk about autonomy, independence first. So how I'm going to be maybe if you don't want to be part of like 9 to 5 job, you want to have the freedom, you want to have like so maybe you try to retain in that. आप उस जगह पे ही जाओगे जहाँ पे आपको ये सारी चीजें मिलें उसी करियर में. Then we have security versus stability. That you, if you want to have employment in that, you want to have that organization that is safe and secure, that gives you a right tenure track, so you can work well. Sometimes organizations, जहाँ पे government organizations की बात करें, after age 60 they that's again that's a permanent job. They also give you pension at the retirement plans उनके बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. So people want to have a secure this career path. When it comes to creativity, again, if you are willing to take risk, if you are able to overcome all the obstacles, you are able to work on your efforts. So this is how, if you want to create on this, so you will definitely going to go into this career. So this is how one needs to identify what is my career anchor and how what I am more good at, so I can make it my career anchor. Okay, so these are few of the things that finding the right job, again, you need to सर्च फॉर कि मुझे किस तरह करना है. आइदर यू हैव टू गो ऑन योर लोकल रिसर्चेज नामने का वेबसाइट पे जाके आपके पर्सनल कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं, आप एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स के थ्रू देखते हो, एम्प्लॉयमेंट एजेंसीज हैं, रिक्रूटर्स हैं, डिफरेंट कंसल्टेंट्स हैं, जॉब वेबसाइट जो बनी हुई है एम्प्लॉयर्स के, आप उधर जाके देखते हो कि यार अच्छा ये जॉब्स आई हैं एंड यू अप्लाई फॉर दैट. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन फाइंड. जैसे आजकल लिंक्डइन है, दिस इज द राइट प्लेटफॉर्म थ्रू विच पीपल फाइंड जॉब्स और राइट अपॉर्चुनिटीज. Writing your resume, we'll discuss another, I'll have another session on this, that what are the needs, what are the ins, what are the outs. But being a fresh graduate, it should not be more than one page. It should be having your introduction, your scope, your education, your internships, your experiences in terms of voluntary or your other extracurricular activities. So these are the things you need to mention your personal data as well. So we'll mention that what are the things that needs to be done in terms of references as well. So that's how good resume should be looking. Like make your resume scannable as well. Nowadays it's more towards like कि अगर हम उसको PDF format में, Word format में, this is also one of the question. So we'll be covering in another lecture. Okay. Lastly, in terms of your career management or development, handling an interview is one of the major aspects. You need to prepare for that. You need to be ready that whatever the question comes in and how you are going to answer. Going for interview, you need to have thorough research, study about that, that how you have to answer. You need to, again, these are few of the tips: good appearance, show motivation, think before answering. So these are the things that needs to be done. So this is it from this chapter. I hope you understand what is career management development. This is a small exercise that would be done at the class. And so please go through this, where I would like to be career wise 5 years from today. This is the question that I'm leaving you. There is another question in between. If you're able to answer me that, you are having an extra mark. So I hope everybody enjoys today's lecture. Take care. Stay secure. Goodbye.